Hello everyone, I am here to work on my guest design team Lapbook project. It's a guest design team project for Tracie Fox at Fox Creative, and this is going to be part 2 where I'm going to start to work on the inside of it. So this is what I did last time, is I just assembled the cover or the base from 2 Reader's Digest books, intact cover and two halves of the cover that were taken apart from disassembled. And I will link all of these in a playlist. So today what I want to work on actually is this back panel. So what I want to have for this back panel is a kind of a file folder thing that flips up and forms a tent with the file folder bits on the outside. That is inspired by Patricia at Le Café Craft, and it just started pouring outside. And I also made one for my nautical steampunk journal. So I'm gonna need, what I have is I have 3 pieces of file folder that are going to be hinged, and I'm going to use fabric hinges. And then once these are hinged, the way this is going to work is, I had it all down a second ago. This is going to, all right, so this is going to fold like that, and then when you unfold it, shoot, I had this a second ago. It's gonna have to it's gonna have to go like this. So you unfold it, and there'll be a magnet there's a paper clip right here, and there'll be a magnet underneath that holds it upright. So it's going to have to fold like that, and we'll attach it to that later. Okay, so what I'm going to need, so this is going to fold like this. So what I'm going to need here are pockets, and I'm making the pockets out of these strips. Now these are Tracie Fox's compendium papers, and I've printed them out on Epson. I think it's presentation or matte photo. It's a higher quality paper. It's kind of thick cardstock, and I can't remember which one it is, but it is Epson for my Epson printer. It's not an EcoTank printer. It's just a really inexpensive printer, and I fight with it all the time. I can't recommend it, but it is what I have. So I'm going to have one here, and I'm going to have one here. Now the dimensions of the base of these are 4 7/8 inches high and 7.5 inches, wide, 4 7/8 wide and 7.5 inches tall. And each of these strips is 4.5 inches this way and 9.5 inches this way. See? And the reason I did that is because you have to I need to fold gussets into the edge. So what I've done is I've made them 9.5, so I'm going to have an inch worth of gusseted folds on either side. So that's 9.5 minus 2 inches on either side of gussets leaves me with 7 inches, or 7.5 inches, which should then fit perfectly on the page. So I've already scored these 2, which are there's going to be a larger pocket in back and a shorter pocket in front. So I have scored these 2 on the scoreboard, and they're going to face each other like that. Now, the shorter pocket that goes in front is also 4.5 inches in this direction because it has to wrap around. So the first score I made is at the bottom of each. because it's going to wrap around so things don't fall out. So these are going to wind up going like this. But I also need to fold the sides, score the sides for the gussets. So let me show you that, because there's a little bit of snipping that has to happen there too. So this is the top of this one. This is the bottom of this one. I need a score at 1 inch. Oops, that's the wrong one. If you go with too small an end, not only does it tear, but it also wiggles out of the groove. So I'm going to make one at 3/4. And I only need to come down to that first line there at 1/2. And at 1/4. Because this bit right here, this little corner here, that is going to get snipped. Okay, so let me do the same thing on the other side. So I've got this turned around, and I didn't bother cutting off the borders on this because they're all going to get folded under. So 1 inch. I got to remember that I'm upside down here. 1 inch, 3/4, 1/2, and 1/4. Okay, 1/4, that one, and that one. Okay, so now I need my scissors, and I'm going to cut out these bits here, and this one over here. Oh dear, I think I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so then this bottom bit gets folded under. And then these get gusset zigzagged. And actually, I should have gusset zigzagged the other direction onto the back. That's okay. It's just a fold. We can fix that. You don't have to do 4. I'm sure you could do fewer zigzags, but it just works out so nicely with the math. 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. And I don't mind math, but if I can make it easier on myself, I shall. Okay. All right. So then that's one. That's the front pocket for one. So just to show you what I mean, so this will slip into there, and then this gusset will line up in front of that gusset and wrap around like that, and we'll have 2 pockets. I think I should have probably made that even shorter though, huh? Shouldn't I have? Because, no, that's all right. You can see the I want to be able to see those letters, but that's okay. It's fine. I'm going to put a little thumb hole thingy in there, and that will be cute. Okay, so that's one side, and this will be for the other. So I need to make my gusset doohickeys on this one. So I'm going to go at 1, at 3/4, at 1/2, and at 1/4. It's hard to get in there. And I'm going to flip around. I'm going to do the same on the side at 1 inch. At 3/4. At 1/2 inch. And 1/4 inch. Okay, let me cut away the bits I need to cut away. And let me fold my gussets to the back. I'll fold these gussets to the back. And then this also gets folded to the back. Like that. Okay, so I don't need the scoreboard at the moment. Alrighty, let's see. This is my taller one. And I wanted to try using the envelope punch board for my thumb holes rather than a circle punch. I did get a new circle punch. My old circle punch that was the Recollections was just annoying, and so I did treat myself to an EK Success 2-inch punch, which is fantastic. I am going to slowly phase out all my old punches and in favor of these EK Success ones because they are so much better. Anyway, so I want to have a thumb hole punch like on these. So that one will slide onto the inside of that one so that there's a bottom and it'll get wrapped around. And so I would like a thumb hole punch. I think I would like one off, like not centered, but off center. So I think I want one like here and here. So, and I'm just eyeballing it. I don't do a lot of measuring if I don't have to. There. So now they'll have 2 thumb hole punches. Oops, that goes like that. 2 thumb hole punches on either side. And I wanted to do it the other way on this one because if I do a thumb hole punch here, then you'll be able to see those letters a little bit better. So I'm going to do one right there, kind of where the D goes. And then I'll do one right here on this one. Okay. So now I'm going to ink, and I think I'm going to use walnut stain for this journal, just for yucks. This is a new dauber thing. So I'm going, ooh, that's nice and, oops, little grunge. And I'm gonna ink all the way around. On that one, and I'm gonna ink all the way around on this one. Because I want this to be fairly grungy. Kind of going for a kind of a vintagey, grungy look on these. My dog is sighing heavily over there. Am I boring you, keen eye? Okay, across the bottom. Like that. And last one, right here. And around the bottom here. I guess I don't have to do the bottom. That bottom's going to be hidden. Okay. I think I got them all. Get the fronts really well. Because I want it to look like old, well-used, travel-worn, stationery kinds of things. I should just do the inside here a little as well, because when you look down, you may see a smidge. Yeah, I like that, because I didn't tea dye the this bit, and it's very white. You know, I'm thinking maybe I even printed on the wrong side, because the package says to print on the whiter side, and it is really hard to tell, for me anyway, which is the whiter side. But that's okay. I like the way they came out anyway. They came out better than they would if I'd done it on cardstock, standard cardstock or copy paper. So that's fine. Alrighty. Might just be one or two that I did wrong. Okay, so let's get these going. Match these up. So that's a bottom, and that's a bottom. Do I have one too many? Oh, this was a mistake. That was a mistake one. That was when I realized, hold on, did I? One of these doesn't belong. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, the first prototype I did, I forgot that I had to make the front ones with the flap on the bottom. So I'm really thinking I need to, you know what, it's okay. With the gusset in front, you're still going to be able to see that back one without seeing the front too much. I think that's good. Okay, so I'm going to glue these together. So I think what I'm going to do is flatten it out and put some glue. I'm going to use some art glitter glue on this gusset. and some art glitter glue on this gusset. And then I'm going to try to line these up, line this gusset up with the edge of the back pocket, like so. And I will give that a little bit of a clamp. And here, while I fiddle with the other side. And that one, pretty good. Lined up pretty quickly. Like that. And like this, while I look at this bottom bit. I think, no, it's all right. Why is it pouchy like that? There we go. Okay, so now I want to, I think I might need a little bit more of a wraparound at the bottom here, like that. Wonder if I should have given that a little bit of a score. I'm just gonna try and, I don't want a fold, I want it to wrap around the bottom. Okay, so then I'm just going to put some glue on the bottom there. And clamp that one. And then take that off. And I'm going to put some glue on the bottom here. And clamp that off. And work on the next one while that dries. So here is my back and my front. And so I need to, oops, that's got a little bit of a tear right there. Let me get a little bit of washi. Oh, you know what? I made washi. Now's a good time to show you. I made washi, faux washi, from the kit. So this is, I've got two different types of sticker paper. I've got some clear glossy sticker paper and some matte. And yes, I accidentally printed on the wrong side, not once, but twice. I could not get it. So let's use a little bit of my faux washi here. Where's the matte one? Here's a little bit of matte. And it is on full sheet sticker paper. So it's a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of Avery sticker paper that I then just cut into strips. You only need about half of that. I'll stick that over there for later use. And then that can go right there. And fixed, all fixed. Okay. So let's glue this down. And then, pardon me, and then glue this one down. And we'll glue those gussets to the front pouch. Like so. Not sure what I just did with my, hold on. I'm just gonna reach behind me. And I have these. I'm just gonna clamp those shut while I work on the other side, which has, yikes, shouldn't have glued that, huh? That's all right, I got it. We got this. I kind of like that you can see the do not bend along the folds. I think that's funny. I should probably ink that up a smidge, huh? Oh, what did I do with it? Here it is. Just grunge it up a smidge here. There we go. And it looks like I need a little bit of glue in that corner. There we go. Okay. Do not bend. Okay, so that should be good, and that should be good. And then I want to glue my gusset around. And once again, I need to, I would, if I do this again, or the next time, I should say, the next time I do this, I'm going to give it like a 1/8 or 1/4 inch, another score line, so that you get a box bottom to accommodate the gussets. So I'm going to glue that down like that and clamp it, and then that one is kind of sticky outy, isn't it? I don't know why that became more sticky outy. It's glued. Got some glue on it. Okay. That's all right. We can fix that. No worries. I think I might just miter that last little bit, just ever so slightly. I think I must have been off on one of my folds. Okay, there we go. Nothing that a little mashing won't fix. There we go. That's all going to be stuck down against the thing anyway. Okay, which we should do next. Okay, so now these are going to go like this. Both have to be facing inwards because the idea is that it will go like that. Now here's the question. Do I want to have a base sheet. Yes, but let me glue on my hinge and then I can cover up the hinge with some base sheets here. And maybe we'll even sew around. Okay, so what did I do with my hinges? Here's a hinge. And this is also from that same Tim Holtz fabric that I used on the cover. Just getting rid of some of the excess threads. And I'm going to just run a bead down each side of this. And I'm going to get it, these don't have to be, it's like, I want it to be like maybe 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch apart. I want to put this down without moving it. So I just pre-cut these to be the right length. Just want to check to make sure. That they are lined up. Okay. Alrighty. See, then I will put some paper. I'm just going to go underneath the edge here to get that edge down. So then I'm going to cut some paper, I think, to go over this and behind that. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe that's not necessary. Maybe I like the green. See, if this is up, it's going to look like that. That straight. Maybe it's not necessary. Kind of like the green file folder peeking through. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe I like it without the, and I'll just, but you know what I think I will do is I think I will sew around. So I'm just going to do some sewing and some gluing. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so I've glued it, I've sewn it all together, and I have sewn it to the base piece, and I have a magnet under that side, and I glued on and sewed on a magnet closure for this side. So I'm going to glue this down and then I will open it up to show you. So it's going to go like that. And I'll probably should put something on that, like a pocket or something on the back of that. But if I do, I'll just glue it down. So I've just taped, washi taped the I've got 2 magnets right there. Just, those were just to position them and to hold them in place while I glue everything down. Oops, I should let that dry, I guess. Oh, wow. It'll be fine. Okay. So now I just want to line this up. Yikes. So that it's straight. Magnets are a little bit bulky, but that's okay. Uh-oh. No, I did that right. No, I didn't. It shouldn't be. Oh, shoot. Why is that? Oh, dear. Hold on. I goofed somehow. The magnet shouldn't have been underneath, just the fabric. Should be underneath. All right, let's get this realigned. Getting there. Luckily, with Fabri-Tac, you do have a little time and wiggle space there. That's better. So the magnet should be here. There should be no magnet on the back side because that's just fabric. Take my bone folder, give it a good squooshing. Let's give this side a good squooshing. There we go. Crisis averted. Okay, so now this opens and there's a magnet on this tab here that is sewn into a little bit of a pocket. And I did use a little bit of glue stick on that just to hold it in place while I sewed. I didn't realize it was gonna hold quite so well. I wanted the magnet to move around a little bit so that it leaves some wiggle room for when these are filled. Okay, so now that will open up like that. The paper clip in here should magnetize to the magnets underneath so you can work and have this open and you can put things in the slots as you're working. And then the idea is that you can have that side open, right? Right. I suppose you could do it that way too. Oh, that works nicely too. It's if you magnetize it. Here, let me show you. So you can put the magnets tab so that it's like that, or you can flip it over so it's like that. Either way, it works. I think I kind of like it better like that. And then you'll have your working space in here as you're writing. Or you might want to fold things back as you're writing and picking out of your important papers. So that is the first step in my lapbook. And then this will close up like that. And there's some wiggle room there for when, as you're adding stuff to that. And then that will fold like that. It's also squishable so that there is some room there. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining me. Please, I'd so appreciate a like, a thumbs up, and a subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye. Stay safe.